Hi traders, Anthony here, taking a look at Bitcoin USDT. I'm on a 30-minute chart. Where is this heading? Well, here's the thing. Let's just go back out to the weekly, and I'm looking for a trade opportunity. Right, I want to get involved on the lower time frame, but before I do, I need to kind of get a bit of a perspective. Where's Bitcoin heading in 2022? You know what? I'm bullish, to be honest. I like what I'm seeing here on the weekly. Okay, consolidation, strong leg to the upside, pullback, consolidation. Okay, this is giving us our usual kind of price action thing. Consolidation, pullback, consolidation. Is this gearing up for that? I think it is. And so higher time frame. Where are we heading? Ultimately, I think I'm bullish with this. We've also got this kind of set up here. That would actually look a bit clearer on the 4-hour chart. So let's just pull that down, and is this a trend reversal here? Is that what we're getting? All right. So we've got our break of structure to a degree, break of structure here, but yeah, it's traded back down. So here's my thing with this: we've got to be mindful that there's big players in this game, and they need liquidity. So let's just go back out to the weekly. I just want to map this out a little bit and then come back down into the lower time frame and how I want to get involved with this. But I really want to get a higher time frame perspective. What's the story? What are our weekly key levels of support and resistance? And so what we've got, I guess, back here we have this consolidation zone through here. So if we pull that through, all right, there's a big level through there. And come back down here, we've got this consolidation zone through here, all right, where the market kind of took off. Okay, accumulated, rallied, came back down, accumulated, rallied, came back down. Okay, are we getting an accumulation through here? Now, the thing that I'm always cautious about is, if that's the case, let's have a look at it on a daily, for example. Let's get a bit closer to it. Where we get multiple touches. All right, so we've got this range, and I'm always looking for the range breakout. Mainly that's what I do, is I look for opportunities to trade range breakouts. But there's a thing with that. It's not just a breakout, because what I'm cautious about here is, let me just show you some examples. What do we got? All right. Market starts ranging. I'll just pull that through. We get these lows here. Well, we've got this low here. Let's just pull that through. We've got these two through here. Okay, pull that through. Market's ranging, but what does it do? And look, if these guys are working this to go long, obviously they were, because that's where the market kind of went, right? So this here, they're working the market. They're working the market so that they can buy up and trade long. They work the market, goes through these ranges. We get these multiple touches, the high and the low. And then what I'm always cautious about is where we see the market spike down into. All right, so where we have the market ranging, we have this big buildup of liquidity under. All right, and that's what they tap into. Right. If you've got however many millions of funds available and you want to go long, you have to have liquidity, right? So they work the market down, and a lot of retail traders jump in. They've got their stop losses set up in here, and big players basically tap into that. They wipe out stop losses here, and they load up, and they trade it. So that's the idea. And so if we come back over to this range with that concept, I mean, it did spike down here. Even over here, if we have a look at this, all right, well, we've got sell off. Okay, even this range through here, see how it taps into liquidity? It spikes through, then it travels in the opposite direction, takes out these guys as well. I mean, this is classic. This is classic. Ranges, travels north, everyone piles in, and then they sell off. And this is liquidity they're looking for. They want this move here, but they've got to kind of create the liquidity to be able to realize, or set up this move. And so I'm always waiting for that. So we had that back here a bit early, on back here. We've got this spike through here. So I mean, does it do that again? I don't know. It's very possible. Right, we got multiple touches here. We've got a big build-up of liquidity under here. All right, so that's what I'm a bit cautious about at the moment with this. I am bullish Bitcoin, and I think 22 is going to give us an opportunity for sure. But I'm a bit wary here. So I want to get involved in a trade here, and let's just go down now. And it's just going to be more of the same. Like my whole thing is about trading the range, or trading range breakouts. I mean, I will trade these highs and lows of a range as well, but I mean, on the 4-hour chart, if I'm going to get involved with this, well, I actually want to see like this spike through here, pull back, and then actually retest this low. And if it fails here, then we get an opportunity then to ride this down to this, potentially this low here. If it's going to spike that far, who knows? But I think the liquidity in here is right for the picking at the moment. And let's just clear the decks. All right, so that's a possibility, a big possibility. So be careful. All right, so and then down to the, say, an hourly chart. Same thing applies on the lower time frame. So if I'm looking for an opportunity to trade now, well, we've got this range through here. Same concept, pretty much. If I'm going to get involved here, either to the upside or the downside, I've got to get the breakout and the retest and fail, and then I'm in. All right, and then we can take this down to a 15-minute chart and sort of really nail it on the lower time frame. So at the moment, there's no trade set up, and I am like on the lower time frame. I'm thinking that we're going to get a bit more downside before this turns around, only because they need liquidity, and I don't know whether smart money has enough to take this where they want to go. So they might just push this back down into liquidity again. See this move here. This is right for the picking, all through here, under here, stop losses galore, and under here, right? So yeah, I mean, my thinking is that we get a dip into liquidity. How far down? Who knows, right? So that's what I'm thinking. So let's just, we're seeing a bit of a red candle, blah, blah, blah. Let's just take this down to, let's go to a 15-minute chart now and get closer to the action. So yeah, I mean, here it is, right? Just want to wait for the market to invite me in. That's my range. Now be careful. This could spike through and definitely don't chase it. Like, it could do that. Right? Taps into liquidity here. Right? That's a big possibility. So I'm going to have to see the breakout, and then I want to see the retest and fail, however that happens. But this is the range. Like, there's multiple touches through here. And, if it works its way and kind of, does this, then that's my cue to short if it fails on the retest. Right. And it could go the other way. It could travel back up here, and we get more, consolidation through this range. So yeah, I mean, bottom line, for me to be involved, I need a break and retest of at least these highs or these lows here. I don't really. I mean, look, you know what? You can, if you want to. Let's go down to a 3-minute chart, and the opportunities are going to be there as well. Right. You've got a smaller range to work with. So it's basically, for me, it's the same concept. I mean, I could get involved in that. There we go. There's our highs. There's our lows. Well, I have to pull that down a bit further. You've got to keep that in mind. A break and retest of either side of that could be a thing, if you like trading a lower time frame. Alrighty, yeah, I mean, that's my take on Bitcoin. I'd like to invite you to click on the link below the video in the description or the signature. Go to my YouTube channel, because I'm going to elaborate on this trade setup a bit more, and I'll upload it to YouTube. And that video is going to be available probably in about, or maybe a couple of hours, because I haven't had lunch yet. So in a couple of hours, this video will be edited, and then there's going to be a continuation. And that might be interesting to check out. Happy New Year, guys. Safe trading. See you in the next video. Bye for now.